Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you the brand new episode in my LOTRO Beorning Let's Play. Last time we got ourselves through pretty much all of our Chet and into Combe. We're at the border of the Chetwood right now, working on leveling up a little bit. I'm at level 9, and it shouldn't take super long for me to get to level 10. So, let's go do that, and then we get to go ahead and tackle the Hobnanigans event, which is a new event for me. I've never taken part of it. I've never taken part in it, and I really don't know what it is. So we'll have to check that out for sure, because that's, I mean, new content is always fun. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of adventuring in the Chetwood. And we'll see what we can do. I already did a little bit of questing here, not a great deal. But once again, we are in just a beautiful area. Lots of trees, lots of really big trees. I'm looking at these and it makes me think like, man, I wish I had trees this big in Minecraft. I could build like a tree city, just a series of tree houses, and do like storage buildings and a shop and like everything, just all up in the trees. If the trees were this big in Minecraft, I could do a lot of very cool things with them. But this is not Minecraft, so I'm getting a little bit off topic, but that's okay. Let's see, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of fighting, and getting some lag there. If that keeps up, I'll have to bump my graphics settings down a little bit, which I really don't want to do, but if it's needed, it's needed. Let's go ahead and gather these various things right here. We found a letter, and we found a lockbox, and we'll also want to go ahead and collect Sally's chain, which is right up here. It involves fighting some brigands, if I remember correctly. And we'll do a little bit more. Now, in other channel news, I've got a couple new Pokemon videos up. I've got a few Minecraft videos up that weren't up before. And I do actually now have a Twitter account, so you can follow me on Twitter if you want. It's at Welsknight Plays. So check that out if you feel so inclined. Twitter is a very new thing for me. I resisted getting into Twitter for the longest time. I don't actually have a personal non-Welsknight gaming channel related Twitter account, and I never really have any desire to. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't know. I've never really been a big fan of Twitter. With that said, it is a great tool for anyone like myself who has a channel or is trying to get in touch with their fans and connect with people. So I do have a Twitter for the purposes of the gaming channel. Now, I refuse to call it tweeting. I will call it updating my status on Twitter. I will also not use a lot of the Twitter lingo, and it should be very entertaining for some of you who are going to fly into fits of rampage saying like, Welsknight, you are not calling it the right name. It is tweeting. It is not updating your status. And you don't like things, you favorite them, and blah, blah, blah. And I say, I don't care. Because I am old-fashioned. I am older than some of the people who will be watching these videos are. I'll just leave it at that. And you know what? If I want to refer to it using Facebook lingo, by golly, I'm going to refer to it using Facebook lingo. It's okay. Now, moving on. We're going to go and gather the handkerchief, which, if I remember correctly, is being guarded by this random dusk wolf that comes out of nowhere and attacks me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's up at the top of this hill. And there's a guy up here that I gotta beat to get it. Yep, right here. So, Cole Sickleaf. Very strong name, but not strong enough to stun me. He stunned me. That wasn't very sporting of you, sir. In fact, that was rather cheap. That's something that I would do. You sneaky guy, you. Okay, moving on. We'll use some of our... is it Rage? Is it called Rage? Wrath. It's called Wrath. We'll use some of our Wrath to use this little healing skill. And I have to say, I'm liking this class so far. Now, when it comes to playing a new class, I always withhold judgment of the class until I get till at least level 20, usually level 30 or so, because you really can't make a good judgment of a class until you start getting some of those later skills. I don't want to say upper level skills, because it's certainly not the high level stuff, but, I mean, different classes kind of come into their own at different times. For example, within about 15 levels or so, you have the general idea of how the Hunter class plays. You have a basic understanding of the class, and you can make a fairly reasonable judgment about whether you're going to like it or not. The same is not true, however, of Captain. Captain takes roughly 30 to 35 levels to really get a good feel for the class and all its various abilities and strengths. So, we're going to hold off on judgment about whether or not I like this class until we've advanced a little bit further in the game. Otherwise, I think we're just being unfair and not giving it a proper opportunity to sway us one way or the other. So we're going to withhold judgment, but I will definitely let you know what my thoughts are on the class overall once I get a pretty good feeling for it, and once I have a better understanding of the class as a whole. Right now at level 9, it's too early for me to really give you a yay or nay as far as whether or not this is going to be my new favorite class. Now we've got some wolves chasing us. I am going to go ahead and get rid of them. And a spider as well. Now, it's lucky that spiders are not this large in real life, because my wife, my house would no longer be standing. She would see a spider, she would flip out, and probably burn the house down. And then when I asked her why our house was in ashes, she would say, well, the spider's gone. I got the spider. This is just kind of one of those things where, although it's cool to imagine, well, you know what? I don't even really want to imagine spiders that big. I'm not terrified of spiders like some people I know, but the idea of a spider the size of, I don't know, my desk is just not very appealing to me. And I don't think many of us would really enjoy having to worry about spiders that large. Now, let's go ahead and turn in these quests. That should level us up. And then, oh, I gotta choose quest rewards. What do we got? Vitality and Might. Let's just go with Vitality. Alright, so now we are level 10. We have the Instance Finder available to us now. We've got another opportunity at like our 17th Hobnanigans map. It just keeps showing up.
A lovely day, isn't it?
And we'll take some of those essences. Now, I'm thinking that power potions, are basically going to be useless on this class, is what it's seeming like. Because I don't have a power bar. I have a wrath bar that fills up as I use skills. So I'm wondering if that means that power is going to be essentially meaningless as a Beorning. I'm thinking that's going to be the case. Let's take a look at our trait. Actually, no, just kidding. We don't get a new, that's right, you get trait points on odd levels, and on even levels you get skills. Here we go. So I did get a new skill. And looks like I get 2 attacks, and it adds 15 to Wrath. Wow, that's actually a pretty decent amount of Wrath. Let's go ahead and put that one first in the skill bar. And that should be good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit up the Hobnanigans Festival. Let's go ahead and find one of those maps. There we go. So this will be a map to Hobnanigans. Now that we're level 10, we should actually be able to take advantage of this. I have no idea where this is actually going to teleport me to. So this should be interesting. As I said, I have not dealt with Hobnanigans at all. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. I'm assuming it's some sort of event similar to a festival, but I really don't know. So let's see here. It says it's done loading, but it's obviously not done loading, and it's bothering me. There we go. Okay, so it takes us to the party tree. This is not the party tree in the Shire. Where are we? Oh, we're in the festival areas north of Bree. Okay.
Could I take a moment
So, Game of Hobnanigans, take a blue stick from the field, and I can get the Chicken Chaser title. I wonder if that's intentionally a reference to Fable, or if that's just a quinky-dink.
Good day. Might I have
Take a red stick for the Flying Feathers Champion, and Steel Beak. So it looks like it's some sort
Stay and have some tea.
of game.
Stay and have some tea.
I don't see any sort of a time limit on these, though, so we might as well go ahead and accept them all. I don't see why not.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Okay, so this is the first Hobnanigans field. So I guess we just have to come over here and grab a stick? Or something? Okay, so I've got a stick. I need to play a game of Hobnanigans, but not leave the field of play. I don't know how... You and your teammates must urge a chicken into the blue goal. Okay. So... I have no teammates. I don't see any chickens. And, I don't see the blue goal. I'm assuming one of those is the blue goal? I don't know. Do I need to... When does the quest start? I'm very confused. I'm kind of making myself look like a fool right now. I realize this. But it doesn't say... It hasn't said anything like, a game of Hobnanigans will start in 10 minutes, or anything like that at all, so I don't really know what's going on. Do I need more teammates before... Oh, I see one stick is gone. So I guess I need more teammates before I can play. I'm gonna say that's what it is. If you know how this Hobnanigans thing works, please leave me a comment and let me know so that next time I'm not making a fool of myself. Which is basically what I've done. I apologize, guys. I have apparently just stolen approximately 2 minutes of your lives, which you will never get back. So I'm sorry for that. If you guys know how this Hobnanigans game thing works, leave me a comment below and fill me in, because I really don't know. I am going to go ahead and end the episode right here, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, or leave me a comment. It really helps me out. As I said before, you can also follow me on Twitter at Welsknight Plays. So check that out too if you want. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.